Hello and welcome to English Field at Atlantic Union Bank Park here in Blacksburg, Virginia. It's a chilly Thursday afternoon, and we're in for an exciting cross-conference clash between the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Boston College Eagles. My name is Ishan Lombard from 3304 Sports. I'm joined alongside my broadcast partner, Joey Robertson. Joey, how are we feeling today?
Feeling great, Ashan. It's a beautiful day for baseball. A little chilly, but the sun has come out here, and we've got a pretty good matchup here between the Eagles and the Hokies. Both teams pretty even with each other. Boston College coming into this series after losing the last four games that they've played, after being swept by Clemson and then losing a non-conference game Tuesday versus the UConn Huskies 12-0. And, as for the Hokies, they come into this one after sweeping the number 15th ranked Pittsburgh Panthers over the weekend. So they're looking to continue their success.
Absolutely. These two teams coming into this matchup, this series rather, with contrasting momentum. And the Hokies are looking to continue their winning ways. Meanwhile, the Boston College Eagles are looking to get back on track. For a Thursday afternoon, seems to be a pretty good turnout, especially since it's so chilly. We have a decent amount of fans, especially since this game was supposed to be this evening and was rescheduled last minute up until this afternoon.
Yeah, this game was actually supposed to be played at 6 o'clock today, and because of the cold from the weather report, they decided to move it up to 1 o'clock. I mean, I'm certainly enjoying it right now because at 6 o'clock when the sun goes down, it gets really cold here in Blacksburg. So as starting lineups are about ready to be announced.
Yeah, we're about to get into the starting lineups. I'll just run through them right now. For the Boston College Eagles, leading off is number 6 shortstop Brian Dempsey. Batting second is number 11 center fielder Sal Frelick. Batting third is number 7, the second baseman, Cody Morissette. Batting fourth is number 1, the designated hitter, Luke Gold. Batting fifth is number 9, the first baseman, Jack Cunningham. Batting sixth is number 14, the third baseman, Vince Semeni. Batting seventh is number 47, the left fielder, Cameron Leary. Batting eighth is number 8, the catcher, Peter Burns. And batting ninth is number 26, the right fielder, Dante Baldelli. As for the Hokies, leading off is number 31, center fielder, Jack Hurley. Batting second is number 8, the second baseman, Tanner Schobel. Batting third is number 19, the right fielder, Gavin Cross. Batting fourth, number 7, the first baseman, TJ Rumfield. Batting fifth, number 11, the designated hitter, Cade Swisher. Batting sixth is number 26, the third baseman, Kevin Madden. Batting seventh is number 29, the left fielder, Carson Jones. Batting eighth is number 41, the catcher, Dane Leonard. And batting ninth is number 4, the shortstop, Fritz Genther. The starting pitcher for Boston College is Mason Paleo, number 27. And the starting pitcher for Virginia Tech is number 30, Peyton Alford. We will take a short break for the national anthem, and we will return shortly on 3304. Hello and welcome back to Blacksburg. We're just about ready to get the starting pitch going. We have the Hokies in the field first. They're wearing their white pinstripe uniforms with black socks and black hats. Maroon socks and maroon hats. And for the Boston College, we have a grayed out uniform with crimson numbers and crimson helmets. We've got Enter Sandman going through the speakers. The crowd is getting pumped. Moments away from the first pitch. Leading off is Brian Dempsey. Steps into the circle here. And we hear a little bit of cheering from the crowd as well.
Yeah, not a bad crowd out here for, Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock, especially with it being cold.
Absolutely. And Alford gets ready to deliver the opening pitch. Here it comes. And first swing, that's a foul tip, and that's going to hit the, it's going to be tipped back and hit the stadium. Geez, I thought that was coming to us for a second.
Yeah, did you bring your glove, Sean? Because that one was coming right for us there.
Yeah, that had some heat. First up, second one, that's going to be a ball, 1-1 pitch. Count, excuse me. Wind up the pitch, and again, that's going to be a little high. 2-1 now. And here comes the pitch. And they're going to call that a strike. The home plate umpire for today, Linus Baker. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be just a bit outside. Full count now. The fans looking to get some claps going here. Trying to get a strikeout to open the inning. And another foul tip, and that's going to hit the stadium again, just above the press box.
This is starting to get me worried here. I mean, now I'm going to have to start bringing a glove to these broadcasts because that was the second one coming right at us.
And here comes the full count, and that's going to be high, and Dempsey is going to be walked. First up. And now Sal Frelich strolls up to the plate.
Yeah, not how you wanted to start the day here for Alford. Give up a walk to the leadoff batter. And if you're Boston College, you get a runner on to possibly jumpstart here some runs and jump on the Hokies early.
Yeah, that brings up Sal Frelich as the first pitch gets foul tipped. He's showing bunt, and that's caught in the Hokie dugout. 0-1.
A nice one-handed catch out there by hitting coach Kurt Elbin.
Yeah, you can send him out there too. Frelich is batting .394 on the season, the best on the team. So definitely a dangerous hitter. And Alford is going to throw to first. Keep Dempsey honest. Looking in here now. The 0-1 pitch comes in. And swing and a miss. 0-2 now. And the crowd showing some enthusiasm here. Pitcher's count now. He's looking to get Frelich out as quickly as possible. And another foul tip that's going to go into the netting.
I was ready for that one. I was ready to catch it. Come on, the net's getting in my way.
We have a decent amount of fans right behind home plate as well. And we have the claps going here. The 0-2 pitch. And another foul tip. And that's going to go near the grass embankment. Fan going over to collect the ball. Frelich battling here. Again, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout for Peyton Alford.
And you can hear the left-right chants from the home crowd here as they count out the steps of every opponent that is struck out as they walk back to the dugout. And sometimes it can get pretty loud in here.
Absolutely. That brings Cody Morissette to the plate. He missed 7 games this month due to a hand injury, but he's back now. And Alford again will throw to first. Morissette is batting .258 on the year. And ump is going to call that a strike. 0-1 now. Morset is a very crucial part of the infield. The Eagles missed his presence. And Morset was showing bunt, but he tips it back. It's foul. It's 0-2 now. That's 2 straight batters getting behind the count.
Yeah, and that's what you want to do if you're Alford here, is get ahead of these hitters, get them 0-2, and then possibly throw stuff, junk to get them to swing at the pitches for strike 3.
Let's see if Alford can get him to chase the 0-2, and that's high. That's going to be ball 1.
Once again, not a bad pitch right there. Trying to raise the batter's eye level to get him to swing through that high heat pitch right there, and of course, Morset was not fooled. Excuse me.
It's possible. I believe the first base umpire may have called a balk.
Yep.
Is that so? Yeah. So now we have Dempsey on second base. The clap's going, trying to give Alford some encouragement. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. That's a second straight strikeout for Peyton Alford, and the crowd narrates Morset's exit.
Alford's starting to find a groove here. 2 straight punch outs. Let's see if he can get the Hokies out of the inning.
That brings the designated hitter Luke Gold to the plate. And the first pitch that looks inside, and it is strike 1.
Yeah, Luke Gold, sophomore from Ballston, New York in 2019, led his high school team to a state title and hit .456 as a senior with 12 home runs. That's some video game numbers right there.
And this man has been nothing short of amazing for Boston College as well. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Dempsey tried to steal third. He does, and a fielding error is going to send him home. The Boston College Eagles now take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first.
Yeah, and that one's all on Dane Leonard right there. Just a errant throw, and Kevin Madden reached out to try and get to it and couldn't get to it. Ball rolls into left field, and that's an easy run for the Eagles as Coach Sheff looks to be talking with the home plate umpire, Linus Baker,
Absolutely. Dane Leonard is the substitute catcher. He's in for Cade Hunter, who is injured. Will be out until early May.
Yeah, Hunter broke a hamate bone in his hand versus Clemson.
Very painful stuff, but we're looking here at an 0-2 pitch, and that's going to be outside for ball 1.
Couldn't have asked for a better start here for Boston College. You get a guy on first and bring him in, jump on the Hokies early.
Absolutely. And without a hit, too. And that one is going to be a ball. 2-2 now. Claps going now as the 2-2 pitch comes in. That's going to be high and off the glove of Dane Leonard. 3-2 count now.
Yeah, that one was way high from Alford. Looks like the grip slipped out of his hand as he was coming forward with his motion, and that ball just kind of had a weird tail on it.
Full count now. 2 outs. And going to call that a walk. That was outside. And the Eagles get another runner on base. Gold now on first.
Yeah, once again, Alford just needs to find that one pitch to get him out of the inning here. Get the Hokies to the bottom, get them up to bat, and hopefully they can scratch a run through to tie the game or even take the lead.
Jack Cunningham now to the plate as Alford throws to first. And that run from Brian Dempsey, all of the errors there were unforced. as the first pitch comes. Foul tip. That's going to be 0-1. Yeah, opening, Alford walks Brian Dempsey, balks to send him to second, and then he reaches home on an error. And Alford throws to first again, trying to make sure Gold doesn't steal second. Looking in now, the 0-1. And that's belted into left field. It'll drop, and it looks like Gold is going to advance to third, and he will. They go to second, and the throw is off the mark. That's a double for Jack Cunningham. And the Eagles now have 2 runners in scoring position.
Yeah, once again, just another great base hit right there from Boston College. Just pokes it right out there into left field. And, that'll advance the runners easily. He did a job with 2 outs. Now they're looking to capitalize on it.
Vince Semeni now at the plate. And now they're going to have a conference at the mound.
Yeah, very early for Coach Fecto to come out here and have a conference with Peyton Alford. Normally, during the midweek non-conference games for Virginia Tech, they throw what's called a bullpen or all-staff hands-on-deck day, pretty much, where they'll use 10 to 12 pitchers throughout the game. And normally they don't make it out of an inning. I mean, I believe it was the UNC Greensboro game. They started freshman Jackson Richty, and he didn't even make it out of the first inning. The pitching coach for the Hokies pulled him and brought in 2 more substitutions that inning. And it wasn't about the performance or anything. It was just to try and save arms for upcoming series.
Alford is going to stay at the mound here, trying to get some encouragement for him. Runners on second and third. The first pitch to Semeni. And it is low, ball 1.
Yeah, Alford looked good there for a while. Got 2 straight strikeouts, was looking to settle in, and now he's just kind of lost his command a little bit.
Might be a strategy here for the Eagles, trying to rattle him early. Seems to be working right now as the 1-0 pitch comes. And that is going to be called a ball as well. It's 2-0, much to the displeasure of the fans.
Everyone thinks they're an umpire.
And the 2-0 now coming up. And that is going to be low. It's 3-0 now.
And once again, Alford having trouble finding that strike zone here.
And they're going to walk Semeni. Now the bases are loaded. Semeni is batting .364 on the year. Alford thought it best to send him to first.
Yeah, I believe that call came from Ryan Fecto out there from the dugout. I mean, 3-0 count, why try and climb back in the count when you can just put him on first, have a force out anywhere.
Absolutely. Now that brings Cameron Leary up to bat. The first pitch, that's low and inside. That's going to be ball 1. Again, bases loaded here. 2 outs. Alford trying to get out of a jam here in the top of the first. And here comes the 1-0. And that's going to be called a strike.
And that's a great pitch there from Alford. Throws the heat inside on the left-handed hitter in Leary. And that's a very tough pitch to get to if you're a left-handed batter. Just inside, you're either going to get jammed.
We have left on left here as the 1-1 comes. Swing and a miss. That's going to be 1-2. Great boost for Alford.
They don't have the radar on here, but that looked at above 90 miles per hour on that fastball right there.
Yeah, that definitely had some heat. And the clap's going. The 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout for Peyton Alford. He gets out of the inning with just 1 run on the board. And the crowd again narrating Leary's walk back to the dugout. After the top of the first, the Eagles lead 1-0. We'll be back after this short break. And we have the music going here. The Hokie dugout was jumping during the inning break as we have Hurley leading off for the Hokies. Striding up with confidence. The center fielder from Bollesburg, Pennsylvania. And now ready, take the opening pitch. First one is dead in the middle of the strike zone. That's going to be strike 1.
Yeah, Hurley has been a big part of the Hokies offense this year. Coming in as a true freshman, he's really contributed.
And second pitch now, and that's going to ground out to the first baseman, Jack Cunningham, for out number 1. A quick out to start the inning for the Hokies, but Tanner Schobel is going to walk up, batting second now. And the opening pitch is going to be called a strike.
And Schobel's another guy that's been crucial to the Hokies offense here as a freshman.
And that is going to also be called a strike. Looked a little low, but it's going to be 0-2 now. And the third pitch now, did he check his swing? And they're going to say he did. It's 1-2.
One thing I've noticed about Mason Pelly is he loves to work fast. I can barely breathe before he's about set for another pitch.
And there's the fourth one here, and that's going to be foul tipped by Schobel. That one's going to go out of the stadium.
I don't think I've ever seen a pitcher work as fast as Pelio is right now.
Absolutely. It's barely a time to get a breath in, as the fifth pitch is going to be inside for ball 2. The 2-2 now. And that's going to be popped up, and who's going to get under it? And it's going to be the third baseman, Vince Semeni, for out number 2.
Not how you wanted to start the inning here for the Hokies, you know. First 2 batters, they ground out and then fly out. But Gavin Cross here stepping up, and he is tied for 3rd in the ACC right now in batting average.
Absolutely. Gavin Cross, the freshman All-American. And the first pitch now, he's showing bunt. That's going to be called a strike, 0-1. Pitch now. And tough call, that's tight, but they're going to call it a ball. So the count is 1-1. The 1-1 pitch now, and that's going to be foul tipped into the netting.
And last week, Cross was ranked number 20, as the 23rd best outfielder in all of college baseball by D1 Baseball Rankings.
Cross now. And that's going to hit the pitcher, and he's going to reach off the deflection. The shortstop, Brian Dempsey, could not handle the deflected ball, and Gavin Cross is going to reach first. That's going to bring TJ Rumpfield to the plate.
And it looks like it hit off of Pelio's glove there, but if that had hit his body, that would not have felt good at all. I mean, being cold and then taking a hard line drive right to the back is not going to feel good at all.
Absolutely. That definitely had some velocity on it coming off the bat as Rumpfield steps up. And opening pitch, that's going to be foul tipped, and that is going to go onto the grass as a fan runs to get it. Paleo also eyeing first, making sure to keep an eye on Gavin Cross. And he throws to first.
Cross isn't one to steal here. He's been caught stealing 4 times on the year.
And with that, he's going to steal, and he's going to get called out.
Well, you know,
that was a little bit of foreshadowing there.
That was a lot of foreshadowing. I have a magic crystal ball over here.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to end the inning preemptively for the Hokies. And they're going to go down into the second, down 1-0. We'll be right back after this very short break here on 3304. Hello and welcome back. We're just about to get ready to start the top of the second inning. Batting is the catcher Peter Burns for Boston College. He's batting .203 on the year as the opening pitch. That's going to be inside for strike one.
Yeah, Burns played varsity hockey in high school and actually helped his team to league championships. Was also named 2-time Boston Herald and Boston Globe All-Scholastic pick.
And here's the 0-1, and that's going to be a swing and a miss for second strike.
You know, a lot of players on Boston College have played 2 sports, and the second sport being hockey.
Tradition up there up north as the 0-2. That's going to be high for ball one. And now Alford trying to mimic Paleo's speed. He's going to take a little more time with this one. The 1-2 pitch. And Burns is going to be caught swinging. And that's going to be a 4th strikeout for Peyton Alford. All of them swinging.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, he kind of took a page out of Pelio's playbook and started to work quick. And I believe Alford has found a groove here as he got him swinging a miss big time on that one.
Dante Baldelli is going to be the man in the circle for Boston College. The first one is going to be, he's going to show bunt, but that's going to be a strike.
Yeah, he was trying to catch Kevin Madden over there napping at third base, and Madden was not fooled as he was sprinting in.
The 0-1 now. Another swing, another miss. That's going to be 0-2. Alford trying to get out of this inning with a little less anxiety here. He got out of the last one with bases loaded, and that one is going to be high for ball one. The claps going now in the crowd, trying to get Alford some encouragement here. The 1-2, and it's a swing and a miss. That's 5 swinging strikeouts for Peyton Alford.
Yeah, and Alford, once again, working quick is working for him, as this is a totally different Peyton Alford that we saw, that we're seeing in this inning compared to the last inning, as he is 2 quick punch outs and 2 quick outs for the Hokies.
Yeah, the difference is night and day as we go back to the top of the order. Brian Dempsey now. The opening pitch, that's going to be a little outside for ball one. The 1-0 pitch, and that's going to be a swing and a miss for strike one.
Yeah, Dempsey was actually ranked the best shortstop out of the state of Maryland and the 9th best player in the state of Maryland by perfect game out of high school.
And that one is a low pitch that could not be corralled by Dane Leonard. That's going to be ball two. The 2-1 pitch now. High, and that's going to be 3-1 count now to Brian Dempsey.
I think the first inning kind of got under Alford's skin as he's overthrowing. He's very emphatic on the mound right now, just throwing gas right down the middle.
And 3-1 now. That's going to be high, and Brian Dempsey is going to be walked for a second straight time.
Well, he's throwing it down the middle, but he's not throwing it in the strike zone. He's throwing them high, and that's normally what happens when you're overthrowing as a pitcher. You're trying to do too much, trying to put too much on the ball, and you're missing the strike zone.
Frelick now comes to the plate. As I said, batting .394 on the year, so he has been absolutely electric this season for the Eagles as the opening pitch that's going to be high for ball one.
A little chin music there from Alford. Is that what was high and inside on Frelick?
Leonard also making sure Dempsey can advance here. Alford looking in. The 1-0 pitch is going to be high again. 2-0.
Yeah, if Alford would bring his release point down a little bit, he'd be punching tickets right now. He's just releasing the ball higher than normal, and it's just floating out of the strike zone for all these high fastballs.
And the 2-0 pitch now to Frelick. And that's going to be high again. 3-0 now.
If the batter was 7 foot, I mean, Peyton Alford would be throwing all strikes right now, but they're not. So
absolutely, he's pitched quite a few high ones in a row. That's going to be about 4 or 5, and this one is going to be a little lower, but still outside the strike zone for ball 4, and Frelick is going to get walked.
Seems to be some personality changes within Alford here. As he's now even more emphatic on the mound, but he's kind of reverted back to the first inning Alford that we saw. Look for him to continue to try and make adjustments and settle into this game here.
Cody Morissette now comes in for his second at-bat. 0-1 in the first inning. Long look in here for Alford. Batter's going to regroup here. And here comes the first pitch to Morissette. And again, just a bit high, and that's going to be ball 1.
Yeah, once again, now you got 2 runners on base, and Alford can't really work with that quick windup. Now is
Kevin Madden is going to initiate a little meeting at the mound here.
Probably talking about what they want to have for dinner after the game,
Casual stuff. Yeah, you can't afford to be cavalier with the balls now as you have 2 runners on base. He's pitched, I believe, 7 or 8 balls in a row now, all of them high and in the center of the center. Well, the line is where it needs to be, but the height is the issue. As the 1-0, and that's going to be real high. That nearly caught Morissette on the way in. That's going to be 2-0.
If I'm a Boston College batter right now standing on the on-deck circle, I'm not going to be crowding the plate anytime soon because he is missing high and he is missing inside.
Alford trying to regain his bearings here. The 2-0, and that's going to be high again. 3-0 count now. And the fans are giving him some guff. 3-0 count now. It's still 2 outs. After the opening 2 strikeouts of the innings, he's walked 2 consecutive batters, and it looks like Morissette is going to make it 3 in a row. The 3-0 pitch. And that's going to be called a strike.
Yeah, like you said, you still have 2 outs in the inning. 1 pitch, ground ball right there to third base, step on third base, you're out of the inning. And then Alford can retreat to the dugout and figure out what's going on with his mechanics.
Absolutely. Now the 3-1. Same placement, but he got the height right finally as a 3-1. And that is going to be crunched into left field. And we have, a misfield. The shortstop was going back. And it drops in between the left fielder and the shortstop. Dempsey is going to stroll home. Frelick is going to be safe at third.
And I've seen that play before from this Hokies team earlier in the season. Fritz Genther was going out to field a short fly ball like that, and Tanner Thomas was coming in, and the first time they collided, and it knocked Fritz out of the game. But that time they didn't collide. They decided to play it safe, and the ball just drops right there in left field.
Yeah, that miscommunication is going to cost the Hokies another run. They're down 2-0 now. Here in the top of the second, still 2 outs now. A runner on second and third as the first pitch to Luke Gold is going to be a strike.
And Gold was looking to put one way over the left field fence on that swing. He was looking to make it a 4-0 game right there.
Absolutely. Now the 0-1 pitch. Alford trying to escape this inning as well. And another swing, another miss. It's 0-2.
Excuse me, it would have been a 5-0 game if he hit a homer.
We have 2 runners in scoring position as well. Freelick on third. Morset on second. The fans trying to get behind their pitcher. The 0-2 now. And that's going to be low and away for ball 1.
He threw the exact same pitch that he got Gold swinging out of his shoes on the second pitch for the second strike right there, and Gold wasn't fooled that time.
Gold is a dangerous man to be pitching to in these situations. He leads the team with 8 home runs on the season as the 1-2 comes in, and he's going to tip that back for a foul ball.
With that swing, once again, he was looking to make it 9. If he connected on that one was going very far.
Absolutely. Now Gold just trying to survive. Get his man on third home. And the 1-2. And that's going to be called ball 2. It was very tight, but the ump would not go for it.
Yeah, it's a tough one on the outside corner. Probably a good call from Linus Baker down there, home plate umpire.
2-2 now. Still 2 outs in the inning as the pitch comes in. And that's tipped back again. And Gold is fighting here.
I tell you what, I'm ready to make a play right now. Like, there's been at least 4 foul balls come our way here.
Can reach out the window and almost touch him. And the 2-2 now. And that's going to be drilled back into shallow right field, and that's going to drop again. 2 runners score. And Luke Gold is going to make it 4-0 Boston College here in the top of the second.
Yeah, and that's what you call the triangle of death right there for the Hokies fielders right there. You had Tanner Schobel out from second. You had Jack Hurley coming in from center, and you had Gavin Cross coming in from right, all trying to get to that ball, and it just fell right in between them. We call it the Bermuda Triangle, or the Triangle of Death. And, tough for the Hokies. Nothing really you could do with that one. That was just a good placement of a hit.
And Alfred throws to first just to make sure Gold doesn't advance. Jack Cunningham back up to the plate. And the first one, that's tipped back. That also strikes the stadium.
This rate of foul balls, they might have to do some more construction in the coming years, as there have been a ton of foul balls hit off of the press box and up here in the booth. And
yeah, Jack Cunningham with a double earlier today as the 0-1 that's grounded out straight to the first baseman, TJ Rumpfield. He's going to tag up, and that's going to be the end of the top of the second. The Eagles scored 3 runs in that inning off of 2 fielding errors by the Hokies. It's going to be 4-0 going into the bottom of the second now, and we'll be back after this very short break. Welcome back to English Field here in Blacksburg on 3304 Sports. We have TJ Rumpfield strolling up to the plate for the Hokies. They find themselves in a 4-0 hole here in the bottom of the second, trying to get something going here. As the first pitch, that's going to be called ball one.
And one thing about this Virginia Tech team this year is they love to play from behind, coming back from 6-1 deficits.
And that one, the catcher tries to sneak it into the zone, but the ump won't go for it. It's 2-0.
They love playing from behind.
The 2-0 pitch now. That's going to be outside, 3-0.
And now Pelio's losing his command on the strike zone.
Still going as fast as ever, though. The 3-0 pitch now, that's going to be in the dirt for ball four, and TJ Rumfield is going to walk to first.
And that's one of the problems with working so quick, like your mechanics being a quick motion. Sometimes you can work too quick, and then you can't locate your fastballs at all. And I think we're seeing that from Pelio right here.
We have the designated hitter now, Cade Swisher, up to bat. And the first pitch, that's going to be in the dirt. AstroTurf Field here at English Field. The only dirt part of the field is the mound, as catcher Peter Burns is going to go up to the mound and have a little conversation there with his starting pitcher.
And if you're the Hokies here, you couldn't have asked for a better start to the inning. You get Rumfield on with a 4-pitch walk. And now you have your DH and then Kevin Madden and then Carson Jones coming up. All three really good hitters looking to try and get you back into this game here as Boston College took the lead early.
Cade Swisher, the Chesterfield, Virginia native. And the pitch is going to be called a strike. That's going to be 1-1. Pelio trying to get back on track here. Taking a little more time now in between pitches. The 1-1 in now. And that's going to be fouled back into the Boston College dugout. 1-2 now to Cade Swisher. TJ Rumfield on first. And the pitch now, very tight, but that's going to be called a ball. That's ball two now.
And Rumfield deked like he was about to steal, and being at 6'5", and as Rumfield is, that's very hard to steal when you're that size, and he's not the fastest.
In comparison, Swisher just 5'11", and he's going to swing at that one, and that's going to be a strikeout for Mason Pelio.
Yeah, Swisher's frustrated at himself. He knows he probably should have laid off the high stuff right there.
Kevin Madden is going to stroll up now. He hit 100 career hits last game versus Pitt. By far my favorite walk-up song, Kevin Madden's. We have one out now. Rumfield on first. Madden is showing bunt. And looks like it's going to be ball one.
Yeah, and one thing about this Hokies team is they can hit the long ball, but they can also play small ball. They know how to bunt. Pretty much everyone on the team knows how to bunt. And they can play small ball when they want to.
And there's a throw to first and a misfield, and Rumfield is going to advance to second.
Well, now Rumfield doesn't have to deke like he's stealing second, as he takes a slight jog after the ball got away from the first baseman, Jack Cunningham, there.
And now the Hokies have a runner in scoring position. That's definitely what they need right now, being down 4-0 this early in the game.
Yeah, Madden hitting 273 on the year. One of the better hitters here for the Hokies. Let's see if he can get something started here for the Tech offense.
The 1-0 pitch now. And that's grounded directly to the shortstop, Brian Dempsey. Throw to first, and Madden is going to be out.
And one thing that I noticed right there on that play is As Rumfield was crossing in front of Dempsey at shortstop, Rumfield stuck his hand out in front of him, like almost to block Dempsey from seeing the ball any further. And as a fielder, that could definitely mess with you. Smart play there by Rumfield, the runner.
Yeah, and he advances to third on that ground out as well. That's going to be ball 1 to Carson Jones.
And Jones hit his first career home run on Sunday versus Pitt.
And that's going to be fouled back into the netting.
Hit an absolute moonshot over the right field fence at Pittsburgh. And he's looking to continue his success today.
The left fielder now facing a 1-1 pitch from Mason Paleo. And the pitch is high. And that knocks catcher Peter Burns' mask off.
What an athletic play there by Burns. He caught that mid-spin, was able to corral it so that Rumfield didn't run home, and was ready to fire a throw if needed be.
Great play there. Now the 2-1, that's going to be low and at Jones's feet for the 3-1. Two outs now. Rumfield on third. Hokies at least trying to get one run out of this inning. The 3-1. And Jones swings at that. That's going to be in foul territory. But Jack Cunningham is going to settle under it for the third out. The Hokies remain scoreless after 2 innings. And we'll be right back for 3304 Sports after this short break. And we're back here at English Field from 3304 as Vince Semeni is at the plate. First pitch is going to be ball 1. Second pitch now is ball 2.
And looks to be some Tech pitchers making their way towards the bullpen here.
The 2-0 pitch now. That's going to be low for ball 3.
Alford just having the toughest time today locating the strike zone.
Semeni was intentionally walked in the first inning. And that one is going to be out and away, and that's going to be ball 4 for Vince Semeni. Going to stroll on over to first. Cameron Leary now up to bat for Boston College.
And looks like they're going to have another conference.
This could spell the end here for Peyton Alford.
No, I don't think they're going to pull him quite yet, as no one is warming up in the pen as of right now. They're probably coming out to try and figure out or diagnose, what is going on that Alford can't hit the strike zone today. I mean, his past couple outings, he's been really good at striking out. I mean, he's tallied at least 10 or 11 strikeouts the past couple outings that he's had, and today he just can't find it.
Coming into today, he had 42 strikeouts. He has 5 today. Looking to make it 6 here to, Cameron Leary. And that one is going to be inside for ball 1. Leary showing bunt as well.
You can hear some chirping from the Boston College dugout as the throw from Dane Leonard sailed a little high there on Alford.
Alford now with the 1-0 pitch. And that's swung, and that's going to be into foul territory. Some Hokies trying to get underneath it, but that's going to go out of the park.
Yeah, 3 Hokies were over there taking a look at that ball right at the fence. Rumfield, Schobel, and then Gavin Cross coming all the way in from right to take a look at that foul ball.
1-1 now.
And now there is some action in the Hokies bullpen.
Alford trying to get his 6th strikeout of the day. That's going to be high. Throw to first as well. And Semeni is safe.
I believe that's Ryan Okuda in the Hokies bullpen, but don't quote me on that.
He's been a great pitcher for the Hokies this season as well. And throw to first now, just trying to keep Semeni on the bag there.
You know, you mentioned the success of Okuda. He's come in and really just eaten up innings here for the Hokies when they've gotten into pinches.
And they could use a couple scoreless innings now as the Eagles are trying to threaten a 3rd straight inning with a run, as that one is going to be low for ball 3.
Alford certainly kind of brought it down as far as how high he's pitching here, but still cannot locate that strike zone. And the Boston College hitters have noticed.
Leary was one of the 5 strikeouts that Alford has collected today as he throws again to first base. "3-1 now, and Alford is trying to battle back. And here comes the pitch, and that's swung, and that's drilled into right field, and that's going to be a single. Semeni advances to second, and now 2 runners on base for the Boston College Eagles. There are no outs.
And a great hit right there from Leary. He just tattooed that ball right through the infield.
And the diving TJ Rumfield could not stop that. And now another conference at the mound. And it looks like we are going to get a pitching change, are we?
Yeah, I believe that they are going to pull Alford now, as he's just been not as effective today as they would have hoped.
He's had a rough outing as the Hokie fans applaud him for his efforts.
And that is Ryan Okuda trotting in from the bullpen.
Very brief break. The Hokies trying to regain their footing here. Already down 4-0 and now 2 runners on base, with Peter Burns up to bat. And we'll be back after this very short break. And we're back at English Field in Blacksburg as Okuda looks to take on Peter Burns. And he will fake a throw to second base to keep Semeni on the bag.
And the way Okuda, had that pickoff motion, he looked like he was going to throw to both bases. He turned towards first and then to second.
He hasn't played since the Hokie lost to UNC Greensboro all the way back on the 16th of March. And that's going to be a bunt. That's going to be tipped back out of the reach of catcher Dane Leonard.
And that's one thing you don't want to do if you're bunting right there, is pop it up. That is something that is stressed to you as a baseball player throughout Little League, throughout, junior league ball and high school league ball. Never pop up a bunt, because it just leads to trouble and an easy free out. Whereas you're not advancing any runners. You're just sacrificing yourself and not doing anything.
Madden was signaling something to Okuda as he gets ready for the 0-1. And the Hokie infield was very active on that one, looking for a bunt.
I have never seen that formation at all. That was actually really cool to see. Fritz Genther just took off towards the home plate. So did Rumfield. And Schobel was there backing up first base. Kevin Madden was also in on that. That was a weird formation from the Hokies.
I don't know what that was, but that was definitely fun to watch.
I believe it was a wheel play.
And they're going to do the same thing and try and pick off Semeni at second, but he is safe.
That is actually a really smart play right there. They just kind of showed Boston College what they were trying to do, though, by throwing over to second. But what they were trying to do is they were trying to draw everyone off of second base, but Schobel's back there lurking, and they're trying to pick off the runner at second.
With all that action, it's still just a 1-1 count. And here comes the pitch, showing bunt again, and that's going to be ball 2.
One thing you don't want to do here if you're Okuda is pitch around him when he's trying to bunt. You don't want to give him another free base runner. If you have to, just put one right down the middle for him to bunt it, and hopefully it's either a bad bunt or you can at least get one out of the play.
And now the 2-1 pitch comes in, and that's going to be bunted, but it goes foul.
All right, so now they had the same formation going, but instead of Schobel rushing into second, Fritz Genther rushed back to second and was there for a potential pickoff play or a back pick from Dane Leonard right there. Interesting defensive formations here from the Hokies.
Yeah, the Hokies have a lot of motion here against Peter Burns. He's facing a 2-2 pitch now. Okuda looks back, delivers the pitch, and that's going to be bunted, and that's going to roll foul eventually.
And that's a strikeout.
And that is desperately needed for the Hokies. Their first out of the inning, still have runners on base on first and second.
And Ryan Okuda would love nothing more than a ground ball double play right to either Genther or Schobel there at second. Turn 2, get the Hokies out of this inning without giving up any runs.
Dante Baldelli up for his second at-bat of the day. And that one is going to be low. Leonard is able to corral it and make sure no runners advance. Baldelli is .296 on the year. As he faces a 1-0 pitch. Okuda with a long look in. Looks back at second and delivers the pitch. That's going to be a swinging strike.
And an interesting stat here on Baldelli. He was actually selected in the 39th round by the Philadelphia Phillies in the 2016 first-year players draft. And his brother Rocco played Major League Ball for the Red Sox and the Rays and is now the manager of the Minnesota Twins.
Baseball runs in the family. As the 1-1 pitch now comes in, and that's going to be swung, and it's going to drop into right field, and Semeni is running home, and he is going to be safe. Leary is safe at third, and that's going to be an RBI single for Dante Baldelli.
And this has been all Eagles here so far, as they are just putting on an offensive clinic here on the Hokies, using walks and well-placed hits to score all their runs here. And the Tech pitchers are just kind of shell-shocked as far as, they just can't find the strike zone, and then when they do, it's a perfectly placed hit for the Eagles.
Coming off that 12-0 shellacking by UConn that they faced earlier on Tuesday, they're looking to beat the Hokies here 12-0 in Game 1 of this 3-game series, as that first pitch is inside for ball 1.
Yeah, and UConn's not a bad team either. At the start of the season, actually their first series of the season, they took 2 out of 3 versus the Virginia Cavaliers down here in Virginia. So they're not a bad team at all.
And a bunt now. Okuda will pick it up, and he will go to first. And that is going to be an out. But Leary is going to go home regardless, and that's going to be a second run batted in the 3rd inning.
And this is all that you could have asked for and more if you were Boston College coming into this series. I mean, you lose the last four straight games you play, and then you get up real early, 6-0 on the Hokies to start this series. You're on the road, hostile territory, and you take an early lead.
Okuda working with 2 outs, and that first pitch is going to go foul. Sal Frelick is up to bat right now. Runner on second base, 2 outs.
And Freelick actually totaled 12 varsity letters in high school in 3 sports: football, hockey, and baseball. He's a well-rounded athlete.
And that one is going to be low for ball 1. Count even at 1-1. Okuda with a look in. And the pitch swung, and that's going to be dealt with by Tanner Schobel. And he's going to throw to first to get the 3rd out of the inning. But the Eagles still piled on 2 more runs, and they're up 6-0 going into the bottom of the 3rd. We'll be back on 3304 Sports. We're back here in Atlantic Union Bank Park as Dane Leonard steps up to the plate. The first pitch is going to be a ball from Mason Paleo. The 1-0 pitch. Leonard was showing bunt. That's going to be 2-0 now. Coming into this game, he had Mason Paleo had a 6.52 ERA, as that pitch is going to be a strike, 2-1. But he's definitely pulled it back in this one today.
Yeah, if he keeps pitching the way he is, that ERA is going to go down.
And the 2-1, big swing and a big miss. That's going to be the 2nd strike.
It was a very late swing, too, by Dane Leonard. He had no chance on making any contact on that ball and just opened his whole body up on that swing.
That one was 94. And Leonard grounds it to 3rd base, and that's going to be an easy out for the Eagles. And Leonard is going to have a long walk back to the dugout as Fritz Genther steps up. We still haven't reached the end of the batting lineup, Genther being the last one.
Yeah, just the Hokies seem to be non-existent at the plate so far today.
First pitch, that's dead center. That's going to be strike 1.
And once again, Peleo's ready to pitch within half a second.
And the 0-1 now. That's going to be a little lower, though. Ball 1. And the 1-1 pitch now. And that's going to be a big swing and a big miss. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, Peleo's hitting 95 now. Genther was way late on that swing. No chance once again, as he couldn't catch up to the gas.
Paleo with the 1-2 pitch now, and that's going to be fouled by Genther.
God, that one was 96 coming from Paleo. Hokies are having trouble with the heat here today.
Paleo trying to lay some fastballs on Fritz Genther, who hasn't batted yet today. And the 1-2 now. And that's going to be inside. That's tight, but it's going to be called a ball. 2-2.
Oh, man. As a pitcher, if you can go from 96 miles per hour on your fastball to 79 on a curveball, that's very tough to judge.
And that one is going to be grounded out. And Paleo is going to stroll over to first and make the play for the 2nd out of the inning. And we finally get back to the top of the order here for the Hokies. Jack Hurley coming up now.
And once again, 2 quick outs here for the Hokies. And they just can't find any hits today. They've only tallied 1 hit on the day.
After scoring 21 runs, the first pitch here, and that's going to be fouled away. After scoring 21 runs in a 3-game pit series, the Hokie bats have gone silent here. The 0-1 pitch now to Hurley. And that's going to be crunched into right field, and that is gone! Jack Hurley goes yard! And it's hammer time for the Hokies.
Yeah, break out the sledgehammer here as that ball was crushed from Hurley.
Got under it, and that goes deep into right center field, and slam goes the sledgehammer. Just what the doctor ordered here for the Hokies as they finally get on the board here in the bottom of the third.
Jack Hurley said to the rest of the bench, "Let me show you how it's done."
And Tanner Schobel trying to continue. That was very high, and that's going to be ball one.
And one thing with a pitcher that throws heat 95, 96, all you have to do is get solid contact on it, and it's going a long ways.
And that one is going to be crunched to Schobel. Get it to the shortstop. And the throw is not good enough. Schobel is going to stay safe on first.
Yeah, bang play over there at first. Just a pretty good throw there from Dempsey at shortstop, but Schobel was just flying down the line and was able to beat out the throw. And now if you're the Hokies, you got a runner on first. You know, you just got a solo shot. So you're starting to inch back into the game here. You got the heart of your lineup up. Let's see if they can, create a little two-out rally here off Pelio.
Yeah, and who better to step up to the plate in this situation than Gavin Cross as the first pitch, and he's going to foul that one back. Gavin Cross has been crucial for the Hokies this season with 17 RBIs. Paleo glancing over to first with the 0-1 pitch, and that's going to skip into Peter Burns' hand for a 1-1 count.
Yeah, and Cross also has 5 home runs on the season, and for a good 2-week period, he wasn't able to do the home run celebration as his back was bothering him, and he had to kind of imitate it instead of actually doing the hammer tosses. A plane flew over the field here, and all the fans are commenting on it, shouting, "Plane at the pitcher, look at it."
Just letting Paleo know as he threw back to first to try and keep Schobel on base. The 1-1 to Gavin Cross, and that's going to be high for 2-1.
And I believe most of the jeering came from what is known as the the Dugout Degenerates, the new student section here at Hokie baseball games. They love to heckle.
And they're as loud as ever as the 2-1 pitch comes in. And swing and a miss from Gavin Cross. 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, the degenerates will show up to games with sombreros, fake mustaches, chef costumes to imitate Coach Chef of the Hokies. They're loud and proud here.
And the 2-2 now. That's going to be low for a full count now. I've heard them even bring drumsticks to try and sync up the claps. And Paleo just trying to regain his composure here. Has a chance to strike out Gavin Cross to end the inning and limit the damage to just 1 run. Paleo, and that is low, and that's going to be tipped.
And that's what you call an emergency swing right there from Cross. Just he realized that it was out of the zone and just had to get bat on it so he could stay alive in the at-bat there.
Yeah, off speed, that was 75 miles an hour. It remains a full count. Tanner Schobel is on first. The pitch, and that's a swing and a miss. And Paleo gets out of the innings, limiting the damage to just 1 run. The Hokies climb back a little bit, but they're still down 6-1 heading into the top of the 4th. We'll be back after this brief break. Hello and welcome back to Blacksburg. I'm Ishan Lombard from 3304, joined alongside my broadcast partner, Joey Robertson.
It's like our mic's cut out there for a sec.
Apologies for that. As Cody Morissette is up to the plate. His third at bat of the day. He's 1 for 2. Count is 2-0 now. And the 2-0 pitch, and he's going to swing at that. That's going to be tipped back for strike one.
You know, if you're Kuda here, you want a quick inning, get the Hokies offense back up to bat.
And that's another foul tip back.
And if you're Boston College, you want to keep the pedal to the metal here, as they've already taken a 6-1 lead here, and they just want to keep adding to it, as this Hokies team is known for comebacks.
And the 2-2 pitch to Morissette, and that's going to be out and away for a full count now.
And once again, another weird defensive formation from the Hokies. Kevin Madden, who's normally the third baseman, is playing shortstop right now.
And the full count, and that's going to be, oh, excuse me, that's going to be ball 3.
As there is a huge gap between Madden and third base.
And now the full count pitch, and he's going to swing at that. That's going to be a strikeout for Ryan Okuda.
And there, the left-right chants from the degenerates down there. The dugout degenerates.
And that strikeout will bring Luke Gold to the plate. And that's going to be dead center for strike one.
79 miles per hour from Okuda on that pitch.
And that one, again, dead center, strike 2.
Okuda's not the type of guy to throw him by you. He normally pitches to contact and lets the defense go to work for him. But he's got 2 quick strikes in this count.
And that one's going to be inside for ball 1.
And of course, I'm the one that jinxed him as he almost hits the batter there.
Luke Gold has a 9-game hit streak going, and he's going to swing at that one. That's going to get tipped, and that's going to strike the ump.
Yeah, that got Linus Baker right there on the hand as he's shaking his hand off.
And we're going to regroup here as Dane Leonard goes up to the mound, have a little chat with Okuda.
They must have ruled it a foul ball then. As Gold is still, in the batter's box. It looked to me like he had swung and missed.
Yeah, that's what it looked like from up here as well. As I was saying, Luke Gold has a 9-game hit streak dating back to March 17th. Started against Holy Cross. The 1-2 count now. And that's going to be in the middle, and the fans are calling for a strike, but the ump won't go. It's 2-2.
And he's also extended that hitting streak today, as he's already 1 for 1 on the day.
And that one is going to be fouled back. And I don't know what that was, but it struck something.
Yeah, that was a bonk right there from, I believe it hit off the top of the concourse down the first base side.
And the 2-2 now, and that's going to be drilled into center field, and an easy catch for Jack Hurley. And that's going to be the second out of the inning.
Yeah, Hurley barely had to move on that one. He took 2 steps and just stuck his glove out and caught it.
The Hokies trying to go 1-2-3 here and escape this inning without giving up any runs, as Jack Cunningham is up to bat. First pitch to him, and he swings. Strike 1.
And there's a lot of activity in the Hokies bullpen, as a couple pitchers and a couple catchers are up, stretching and warming up.
The 0-1. That's a little outside. 1-1. And Okuda with the 1-1 pitch now. And that's going to be called a strike.
That's what you want from Okuda coming out of the pen. Just come in, fill up the strike zone, pitch to contact, and let your defense go to work.
1-2 now, and that's going to be in the dirt for a 2-2 count now. And the 2-2 pitch. And did he swing? Yes, he did. And that's going to be a strikeout for Ryan Okuda to end the inning without giving up a run. 3 up, 3 down, and the Hokies are looking to take advantage in the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back after this short break. And welcome back to Atlantic Union Bank Park. In the bottom of the 4th, TJ Rumfield now strolls up to the plate, trying to continue the momentum from the 3rd inning. And that one is going to be fouled. Strong hit, but that's going to fall safely.
Couple Eagles were over there to take a look at it. Some good hustle there.
And now the Eagles are showing a similar defensive formation that the Hokies were showing.
Here's the thing. If I'm Rumfield, I'm just trying to lay one right down the 3rd baseline. No one is over there.
And Rumfield gets it in the gap between 2 fielders, and he's going to single.
And instead, Rumfield lines one perfectly through the shift. I mean, you couldn't have placed a better ball. It just barely got past the 2 gloves of Cody Morissette and Brian Dempsey over there.
And Morissette was able to just get a bit of glove on it to slow it down. But nonetheless, Rumfield gets on first. Cade Swisher now up to the plate. And Swisher fouls it back.
And once again, the Hokies start off the inning with a runner on first.
Swisher now eager to get a hit. 0-1. And that one's going to be outside for ball 1. Coming into today, he either had a hit or a walk half the time, a half of his at-bats. 1-1 now. And that one is also fouled. Trying to go down the 3rd field line. That tails away.
And if you straighten that one out, that one's well over the fence if you're Cade Swisher there. He put a lot into that ball, and wicked tail, but still hit it a long ways.
He's 0-1 on the day. And now the 1-2 pitch. And he's going to get caught swinging. That's a strikeout for Paleo.
And that's the 2nd time he's gotten Cade Swisher swinging at that curveball down in the dirt. That's his put-away pitch, and Swisher's fell for it every time.
It's the 2nd on Swisher. It's also his 3rd strikeout on the day as Kevin Madden comes up for his 2nd at-bat. And now the first pitch, actually he throws to first, making sure Rumfield doesn't get away.
I don't think Rumfield's going anywhere. But who knows? I mean, everyone can surprise you.
He's a tall man. And the first pitch, and Madden gets a hold of that one, and that's going to drop into left field. And Rumfield is going to get to 3rd, Madden to 2nd. And 2 runners in scoring position now for the Hokies.
That's just what you needed right there if you're Virginia Tech. Madden strikes one all the way out into left field and gets by the glove of Cameron Leary out there, rolls to the fence, and now you've got runners on 2nd and 3rd, 1 out with Carson Jones, who's been somewhat of a hot hitter recently up at the plate. Let's see if, they could use this inning to climb back into this game here.
And he's 0 for 1 on the day as well.
I'm not mistaken, he was also another one that fell for the curveball in the dirt from Pelio.
And the first pitch, that's going to be outside for ball one.
And looks like Pelio's velocity has dropped a couple of miles per hour as he's now hitting 92 on that fastball, whereas he was hitting 96 a couple innings ago.
And the 1-0 pitch. And that's at Jones's feet for ball two. The Central Virginia native from Glen Allen. Looking at a 2-0 count now. The pitch. And that's laced into left field. And it will be caught. But Rumfield is going to tag up and run home. So a second run for the Hokies in just as many innings.
Yeah, Lurie was back to the warning track on that one as Jones gave it a bit of a ride there. You know, it's very hard to hit opposite field that far that way, and Jones got a hold of one, and he did a job. He got the run in.
After the sac fly, now Dane Leonard comes up to the plate for his second at-bat. Madden is still on second with 2 outs. The pitch, that's going to be dead in the strike zone. Strike one.
94 miles per hour on that fastball.
And Dane Leonard transferred from Des Moines Area Community College. And he's going to foul that one back. 0-2 now. Leonard finds himself in a hole. Let's see if he can get out of it. He still has Madden on second.
Madden's a pretty good runner for his size as well.
Paleo looking back at Madden, and he's going to stare him down, send him back.
Madden was just playing with Pelio right there. He's kind of hopping around at second, trying to draw him like, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. And it worked as Pelio had to step off to take a look at him. And Kevin just kind of snickered as he walked back to second.
Paleo now with the 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be high for ball one. And some screaming from the fans. The 1-2 pitch now. And that's going to be inside for ball two. That hugged Leonard's body. Count evens out now. Madden still on second, looking to advance. And the 2-2 pitch now. That's going to be in the dirt. 3-2 now.
Great take there by Leonard on that pitch. That pitch is designed to get you to swing right through it. 93, kind of low in the zone, looks good, but then kind of tails at the end. And Leonard wasn't fooled to run the count full.
Full count with 2 outs and 1 runner in scoring position. Dane Leonard, crucial at bat here for the Hokies in the bottom of the 4th inning, trailing 6-2. Paleo stares back at Madden. Madden is going, and that's going to be a ball. And he's going to be called out trying to steal third. It's going to end the inning anyway. And the Eagles get out of the bottom of the 4th, yet again just giving up 1 run. So they protect their 6-2 lead.
What a cannon there from cannon of a throw by Peter Burns. Had to step out of the way of Dane Leonard, who was still in the batter's box, and fired a absolute missile to third base to nab Kevin Madden.
Yeah, and the throw was just in time. We'll take a very brief break here from Blacksburg. Hello, and we're back in Blacksburg. I'm Ishan Lamba. He's Joey Robertson. And we're just about to get underway with the top of the 5th inning. The Eagles were leading 6-0 going into the bottom of the third. The Hokies have pulled it back just a little, but they still trail 6-2. And that one is going to be called strike one. Vince Semeni out to bat. The 0-1 looked good to the fans, but that's going to be called a ball.
It looked pretty good to me, too. But that's why I'm not an umpire.
And that's going to be grounded out to first. And an easy out, easy play for TJ Rumfield.
That's what you need from Okuda for the next couple innings here. If you want to extend them, just get ground ball, easy plays for easy outs, quick outs. 1, 2, 3 innings is what Coach Fecto would love to see from Okuda here.
Cameron Leary has had a decent day so far, and he shows bunt. That's going to be called a strike.
Because if you get Okuda to keep going deeper and deeper, then it saves more bullpen arms for the rest of the series for Friday and Saturday.
And the 0-1 pitch now, and he's going to swing at that. That's going to go into center field. And an easy play for Jack Hurley. Routine catch. That's 2 outs now, and the Hokies trying to go through another quick inning. As a bug has flown into the broadcast booth here.
Got him.
Pestering us just a little bit.
Maybe not.
Peter Burns now. Up to the plate. And he's going to get a hold of that one. That one goes into right field. And it is gone! Into the Boston College bullpen. And now Peter Burns hits a homer to put the Eagles up 7-2.
And as soon as that one came off the bat, I had a feeling that was going over the fence. Gavin Cross gave a valiant effort there, trying to climb the fence there, but Burns just struck that ball.
Burns really got a hold of that one. And now the Eagles lead 7-2. Okuda still has 2 outs. And the first pitch is going to be a ball to Dante Baldelli.
Baldelli hitting .301 on the year. It's 1 for 2 today.
Already has an RBI on the day, as that one is called a strike. Oh, excuse me, that was called a, is that called a ball? That's what the scoreboard is showing. That one was called a ball as well.
I believe the home plate umpire will notice that the scoreboard's wrong and correct them here.
It looks corrected now as the count is 2-1. And that one is going to go in the gap between first and second, and that's going to be a single for Dante Baldelli.
Once again, Boston College just asserting their will here with the offense as the hits just keep coming for the Eagles, and perfectly placed hits too. It's not like it's a discrepancy, like they're just in the spots that the Hokies fielders aren't, and nothing you can do about that if you're Virginia Tech. I mean, they're just in no man's land.
After a quiet fourth and a great start to the 5th inning now with 2 outs, the Eagles have hit a home run and a single as Okuda throws to first base twice in a row. We've cycled back to the top of the order again. Brian Dempsey at the plate for the Eagles. And that one is going to be drilled, and that's in the gap of first and second base again. And the throw to third is not in time. It gets by Kevin Madden, but luckily no further damage for the Hokies as Baldelli gets to third base.
And that was the exact same spot as Baldelli's single right there. And on the throw, Cross unleashed an absolute laser from right field, but Madden couldn't corral it there. There wasn't a chance to get the runner. The runner would have most definitely had been safe, but still Gavin Cross showing off the cannon.
Sal Frelick now to the plate. He leads the team in hitting, but has been 0-2 today. Okuda looking to keep him quiet. Runner on second and third now. And the first pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one. Sal Frelick, he passed his teammate Cody Morissette just below him in the order for fastest to 100 hits earlier in the season versus UNC. That was just 72 games. As the 0-1 pitch now. That one's dead in the zone, 0-2. And the crowd trying to get pumped. The claps are going here. Okuda with the 0-2 ball. And that one is going to be in the dirt. Did he check his swing? Third base ump says he did. 1-2.
I believe Coach Sheff is saying something to Linus Baker there, the home plate umpire, as they're talking it out. Someone from the Tech dugout's talking. I can't tell if it's Coach Sheff or not.
And even more claps now. Okuda with a long look in, trying to find the perfect pitch to get Frelick out and end the inning. And the 1-2, that's going to be away. 2-2 now. After getting the Eagles down to 2 outs, we've seen a homer, a single, and a double. And Okuda with the 2-2. And that's going to be a swing. Did he tip that? They're saying he did. He survives.
Yeah, you could hear a little audible tink from the aluminum bat down there. Or composite bat.
Count still 2-2. He has Baldelli on third and Dempsey on second right now. And again the 2-2 pitch. And that one's inside. Full count.
One thing you don't want to do here if you're Okuda is walk the bases loaded. Just giving Boston College more opportunities to score even more runs. Do more damage here. You want to put this guy away with this pitch.
Every run here is going to be costly now, being down 5 in the top of the 5th. The full count pitch, and that's going to be a strikeout. Caught him looking. And that's going to end the inning for the Hokies. Just the 1 run given up in the inning. They still trail 7-2, but it could have been much, much worse. The crowd narrates the walk back to the dugout. And we're going to take a break. I am going to switch over my play calling duties to my man to my left, Joey Robertson. We'll be back after this short break.
Welcome back to Blacksburg, Virginia, here at English Field, as the Boston College Eagles lead the Hokies 7-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. As stepping up for the Hokies, number 4, shortstop Fritz Genther. Genther 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the first pitch. Taken for strike 1 on the inside corner from Pelio. Pelio at 69 pitches, 38 of them have been strikes. As here's the second pitch. And Genther will take it for ball 1. 1-1 count now to Genther. Here's the pitch from Pelio. Ball taken high for ball 2. 2-1 count now.
Interesting fact about Fritz Genther, his father was a pro BMX racer and ranked 2nd in the country and 11th in the world at age 16.
Here's the 2-1. And Genther will swing, dribble this one foul down the third baseline. 2-2's the count now.
The Hokies have scored runs in 2 consecutive innings, so they're looking to keep up that momentum to keep up with the Eagles here.
Genther, the freshman from Kingston, New York, looking to get the Hokies going here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 2-2. And Genther will take it on the inside for ball 3. 94 miles per hour on that pitch from Pelio. So full count now to Genther. Here's the pitch. And Genther will foul this one off to remain alive.
That one also 93. After over 70 pitches, Pelio has not lost his stride.
Looks to be some action in the Eagles bullpen, as here's the full count to Genther. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pelio sits Genther down for the first out of the inning. And now stepping up for the Hokies, number 31, the center fielder Jack Hurley, had a solo home run back in the 3rd inning as he peppered a ball deep to right field and over the fence off of Pelio. Here's the first pitch. And Hurley will foul this one in the direction of the Hokies dugout.
Everyone duck and cover. That had some heat.
Yeah, those are dangerous. So the 0-1 count now to Hurley. Here's the pitch. And taken for ball low. Hurley looking to possibly jumpstart the Hokies. Here's the pitch, and Hurley will swing, get a hold of this one. It will be driven into right field for a single. Jack Hurley now will go 2 for 3 on the day with the single, and now the Hokies might have something cooking here as number 8, the second baseman, Tanner Schobel, steps in. Schobel 1 for 2 on the day. So runner on first for the Hokies. Here's the pitch. Strike 1, taking on the inside part of the plate. Eagles still lead the Hokies 7-2 here. 1 out, bottom 5, as Pelio will throw over to first and Hurley will be back safe.
Yeah, Schobel extended his hitting streak to 8 with his hit earlier today. Has been impressive for the Hokies this season.
And look for Hurley to possibly steal here as he's getting happy feet over there at first base. Here's the pitch. And Schobel will line this one out to the third baseman, Vince Semeni, and he will throw over to Jack Cunningham to retire Schobel for the second out. So 2 outs now. Bottom of the 5th. Jack Hurley stands on second base for the Hokies. As stepping up to the plate, number 19, Gavin Cross. Cross, one of the better hitters here on the Hokies team. As Pelio will look in and get his sign. And takes a look at Hurley at second. Now comes set. Here's the pitch. Strike 1, taken on the outside part of the plate by Cross.
Cross holds the Tennessee high school record for stolen bases with 41 in 2018.
I actually played against him in high school at Tennessee High, and I remember him stealing at least 3 or 4 times that game. Here's the 0-1. And Cross will take it for ball 1.
Cross seems to not have found that same success here in college.
No, as he has been caught stealing numerous times this season, including once today. As here's the 1-1 count to Cross. Here's the pitch from Pelio. And Cross will take it for a strike as he shakes his head, as that pitch was on the outside corner and he didn't like it. But Linus Baker, the home plate umpire, called it a strike anyways. So 1-2 count now to Cross. 2 outs, runner on second for the Hokies. Bottom 5, here's the pitch. Cross will swing, line this one out to the second baseman, Cody Morissette. He will throw over to Jack Cunningham to retire Cross. As we go to the top of the 6th here, the Boston College Eagles still lead the Virginia Tech Hokies 7-2 here. Stay tuned for the top of the 6th inning here on 3304 Sports. Welcome back to English Field here in Blacksburg, Virginia, as we get ready to start the top of the 6th inning here, as the Boston College Eagles still lead 7-2 over the Virginia Tech Hokies, as Okuda will toe the mound here once again for the Hokies, and stepping up to the plate for the Eagles, the second baseman number 7, Cody Morissette. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the first pitch, and he will foul this one off for strike 1.
In addition to baseball, Morissette played 3 years of varsity football in high school.
I believe he was also the team captain on that team as well, as here's the 0-1. Strike 2 taken on the outside part of the plate, as Okuda looking to make quick work of him. As he looks in, shakes off. Signs from Leonard. Now here's the pitch, and he will foul this one off once again to stay alive. As Morissette will step back in, hitting out of the left-handed batter's box. Here's the 1-2 count. And Okuda, that ball got away from him there, as that was in the other batter's box and maybe in another zip code, as he just lost the grip on that one. Just an awkward pitch there for the second ball, as here's the 2-2 count, and Morissette will foul this one off his ankle. And he will remain alive here in this at-bat.
Some off-speed pitches from Okuda there, trying to confuse Morissette.
So the 2-2 count to Morissette. Okuda shakes off, now agrees. Here's the pitch, and Morissette will foul this one down the third base line.
That reached all the way to the Hokies bullpen there.
81 miles per hour on that pitch, and they will reset and do it again. So here's the 2-2 count to Morissette, and ball taken on the outside. For a full count, as there seems to be some confusion between the scoreboard operator and the home plate umpire, Linus Baker, as it is a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing to miss for strike 3. Okuda retires Morissette for the first out of the inning.
That's his 6th strikeout on the day.
Okuda has come in for the Hokies out of the pen and has eaten up innings and has tallied some strikeouts of his own, as now stepping up for the Eagles, number 1, the designated hitter, Luke Gold, and he will take strike 1 down the middle. So 1 out, no runners on here for the Eagles. Top of the 6th. Here's the 0-1. And Gold will take it for ball 1 on the outside part of the plate.
Luke Gold became the first Boston College player to hit home runs in 3 straight games since 2010.
Here's the 1-1 count. He will line it out to Genther, and Genther cannot corral it at short. And Gold will have a single on the error from Genther. And errors seem to keep piling up there for the Hokies shortstop, as he's tallied a lot of them this year.
Yeah, those mistakes are killer for games like this when you need to be perfect to try and get back in this game.
So the Eagles have a runner on first now, 1 out. Jack Cunningham at the plate, the first baseman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1, as Okuda got Cunningham swinging on a 72 mile per hour breaking ball. As he will reset, and Okuda will throw over to first, trying to keep Gold over there honest. He's back safely. Cunningham 1 for 3 on the day, hitting .314 on the year. Hitting out of the left-handed batter's box. As here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2, as Okuda really has him just kind of swinging at anything and everything as of right now.
The dugout degenerates are getting more and more vocal now.
As here's the 0-2, and Okuda will throw over to first, and Gold is back safely. Okuda looking for a big out number 2 here in the top of the 6th. Gold gets his lead off of first. Here's the 0-2. And Cunningham will foul this off to remain alive in the at-bat. Okuda at 64 pitches, 43 of them have been strikes in 3 1/3 innings work. He's given up 4 hits, 1 earned run, tallied 5 strikeouts. The 0-2 count now to Cunningham. Here's the pitch from Okuda, and he will spike this one in the dirt for ball 1.
Jack Cunningham is the leading hitter in the ACC in ACC games at .435.
The 1-2 count now to Cunningham. Here's the pitch, and that will be taken for ball 2 on the outside part of the plate. Eagles looking to add some more insurance runs here in the top of the 6th. Runner on first, 1 out. And one of their better hitters at the plate in Jack Cunningham. Here's the 2-2 count. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Okuda got him swinging at the outside pitch for out number 2. And once again, you can hear the Blacksburg faithful letting him know just how many steps he's taken as he walks back to the dugout. So 2 outs now, and Vince Cimini will step in, the third baseman for the Eagles. Here's the first pitch, and Cimini will line this one through the gap at shortstop. It will roll to left field for a base hit.
He absolutely crunched that one.
Yeah, nothing Genther could do there, as that was just right into the gap between third base and shortstop. And it was such a hard hit ball that none of them could really have time to get there. So now runners on first and second here for the Eagles. 2 outs, top of the 6th. They still lead the Hokies 7-2 here. Looking to add to that lead. As stepping in for the Eagles, the left fielder, number 47, Cameron Leary. Okuda looking to slam the door on the Eagles here. Here's the first pitch. And Leary will ground this one out to Schobel. Excuse me, that's Genther. He will take it to second base for the 3rd out. So no runs given up here by the Hokies. Our score still remains Boston College 7, Virginia Tech 2. To the bottom of the 6th we go. For 3304 Sports, we will take a short break. Welcome back to English Field here in Blacksburg, Virginia, as the Boston College Eagles still lead the Virginia Tech Hokies 7-2 here. Bottom of the 6th inning, and stepping up to the plate for the Hokies is going to be number 7, the first baseman, TJ Rumfield, the Texas Tech transfer, hitting .371 on the year. As here's the first pitch from Pelio, and Rumfield will take it on the outside part of the plate for ball one. So the 1-0 count now. Here's the pitch. And he will take it for ball two. Pretty much the same spot as the last pitch. As here's the 2-0 count to Rumfield. And 3-0 count now, as he will take that one once again in the exact same spot on the outside part of the plate. And Pelio will look in. Here's the 3-0. And there's the first strike. Pelio all day has been working very quick on the mound. Sets, throws, repeats. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss for strike two from Rumfield. As he was looking to make this a 7-3 game with that swing. So full count now to Rumfield. Here's the pitch from Pelio. Swing and a miss for strike three. Pelio sits down TJ Rumfield for the first out of the inning.
What a comeback from 3-0 to 3 consecutive strikes to strike out TJ Rumfield.
And now stepping in for the Hokies, the designated hitter, number 11, Cade Swisher. He is 0 for 2 on the day, hitting .239 on the year. As here's the first pitch from Pelio. And Pelio will bounce a fastball in the dirt for ball one. 95 on that spiked fastball. As Swisher will step back into the left-handed batter's box. Here's the 1-0. And he will take it for ball two. That one looked pretty good there, as you could hear the Boston College dugout voicing their displeasures with the call. So the 2-0 count. And Swisher will get a hold of this one. It's driven all the way back to right field. But Dante Baldelli is there for the play right there on the warning track to retire Swisher. It looked pretty good off the bat there as Swisher really drove that ball out there.
Yeah,
but
the sound off the bat was real crisp, but I thought he got a hold of that one.
And now stepping in for the Hokies, the third baseman, number 26, Kevin Madden. 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th. Here's the first pitch. And Madden squared to bunt, pulled back, and takes the first ball, which I don't really know why you're squaring around to bunt with 2 outs here. No one on base. As here's the 1-0. And Madden will get a hold of this one. This is high and deep to left field, and this one's going to be gone. Kevin Madden with the solo shot and break out the sledgehammer once again here at English Field as he rounds third and heads for home. And he will stomp on home plate. And here's the hammer toss from Genther, and Madden will slam it home. That will cut into the Boston College lead as our score is now Boston College 7, Virginia Tech 3 after the solo shot from Kevin Madden. That's his second home run on the year.
Just what the Hokies needed and just at the right time.
As Carson Jones will step in and he will line one out to the shortstop Dempsey. Dempsey will throw over to Cunningham for the third out. So the Hokies score 1 run here in the bottom of the 6th after the big solo shot from Kevin Madden. That was a light tower power type of swing as that ball was launched into the sky. So to the top of the 7th we go. Our score still Boston College 7, Virginia Tech 3. For 3304 Sports, we will be right back. Welcome back to English Field here in Blacksburg, Virginia, as the Boston College Eagles still lead the Virginia Tech Hokies 7-3 here as we start the top of the 7th. And stepping in is the catcher, number 8, Peter Burns for the Eagles. Here's the first pitch from Okuda. Strike on the outside part of the plate. So 0-1 count now to Burns, hitting .210 on the year. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2 as Okuda had him fooled on the 71-mile-per-hour curveball. Okuda looking for the payoff pitch. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3 as Okuda will sit down Burns for the first out.
That was a fantastic way to open the inning for Okuda and the Hokies, trying to limit the Eagles' scoring here in the remaining innings.
And stepping up for the Eagles now, the right fielder, number 26, Dante Baldelli. As here's the first pitch from Okuda, and that will be taken for ball 1 on the outside part of the plate. .78 miles per hour on that pitch. Here's the 1-0. That will be taken on the inside part of the plate for ball 2.
Baldelli has had success today, going 2 for 3.
Here's the 2-0. And Baldelli will get a hold of this one. It's going to be well foul. Once again, Cross, Rumfield, and Schobel over to take a look at it. But it was hit well into foul territory for the first strike. So 1 out. Top of the 7th, no runners on for the Eagles. 2-1 count to Baldelli. As Okuda will look in, here's the pitch. And Baldelli will get a hold of this one. It's hit pretty much in the exact same spot. Well foul for strike 2. So the 2-2 count now to Baldelli. Okuda looking to sit him down. Here's the pitch. And he will take it on the outside part of the plate for ball 3. So full count now to Baldelli. Okuda looking to get the second out. Here's the pitch. And Baldelli will swing line this one through the gap between shortstop and third base as it rolls out to Jones out there in left for a base hit.
Great placement. That's his 3rd hit on the day and 24th on the season.
So with 1 out, Boston College will have a runner on first here. And the top of their lineup up to the plate as the shortstop number 6, Brian Dempsey, will step in. 1 for 1 on the day after a couple of walks earlier. As Okuda looking to go the distance here for the Hokies. Here's the pitch. And that will be taken for ball 1. High and outside. Okuda came in out of the pen. And at 79 pitches, 52 of them have been strikes. He's given up 6 hits and 4 in the 3rd innings of work as he will throw over to first to keep Baldelli honest over there. So the 1-0 count to Dempsey. Okuda will come set, and he will throw back over to first once again. Baldelli in safe, as there seems to be some action in the Hokies bullpen, and also action in the Eagles bullpen. As Baldelli gets his lead off of first, Okuda takes a look at him. Here's the 1-0. And he called a foul ball as Dempsey half swung, looked like he got a piece of it, but Baldelli was already on his way to second base before Linus Baker called foul ball. That'll make it a 1-1 count now. 1 out. As Okuda will look back in. Righty on lefty matchup favors Okuda here. Here's the pitch. And Dempsey will get a hold of this one out into center field, and Jack Hurley is there to make the play for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs now. Runner still on first for the Eagles. Top of the 7th. Looking to possibly add some more insurance runs. Okuda looking to keep the lead at 4 here for the Eagles. Or looking to keep the distance between the Hokies and the Eagles at 4, as he will throw over to first base yet again. Baldelli back in safe. As we hear some more plane chants from the Blacksburg faithful.
They're just letting Freelick know.
It's right there.
Yep.
Here's the first pitch. Strike one, taken on the outside part of the plate by Freelick.
Looking to get his first hit of the day.
Hitting .382 on the year. Hitting left-handed as Okuda will throw back over to first yet again. As Freelick will step back into the left-handed batter's box. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Here's the pitch. And he checked his swing there. Kind of squatted in the process, and Dane Leonard will appeal down to the third base umpire, Kevin Fitz, and Kevin Fitz said he did not go. So 1-1 count now to Freelick. 2 outs. Okuda looking to get the Hokies to the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. And that will be taken low for ball 2. 70 miles per hour on that pitch. So the 2-1 count now to Freelick. Here's the pitch. And that will get away from Leonard, and Baldelli will take off to second. So now a runner in scoring position here for the Eagles. And a 3-1 count to Sal Freelick. Arguably the best hitter on the Boston College roster. As Okuda will look back in, get his sign. Baldelli will get his lead off of second. Genther there to cover. Here's the pitch, and he will swing line this one out to Okuda. Okuda will field it, throw it to Rumfield to retire Sal Freelick and get the Hokies to the bottom of the 7th. So no runs given up. Our score still remains Boston College 7, Virginia Tech 3. Stay tuned here on 3304 Sports for the bottom of the 7th. Welcome back to English Field here in Blacksburg, Virginia. As the Boston College Eagles still lead the Virginia Tech Hokies 7-3. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, as Sweet Caroline plays on the stadium speakers. As you can hear some shaky karaoke singing from the crowd.
I'll give him an 8 out of 10.
Oh my gosh. As stepping up for the Hokies, number 41, the catcher, Dane Leonard. So here's the first pitch from Pelio as he will line this one into right field for a base hit. As Leonard was due for one as he was hitting 115 before that at bat.
Yeah, he's been struggling on the season, but that's definitely a good start to the Hokies in the bottom of the 7th, trying to claw their way back into this game.
And just like that, the Hokies have something brewing. Runner on first, no outs, with the top of their lineup lurking. As stepping up for the Hokies is going to be number 4, the shortstop Fritz Genther. 0 for 2 on the day, hitting .209 on the year. As Pelio will look in, now look back to first at Leonard. Here's the first pitch. And Genther will foul this one off for strike 1. Still some action in the Boston College bullpen and the Virginia Tech bullpen as well, as Pelio has reached 98 pitches. 57 of them have been strikes. 6 innings of work. He's given up 8 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. As that ball will be taken for ball 1 of the at-bat. So 1-1 count to Genther. As Pelio will look back to Leonard at first. Here's the pitch. And Genther will dribble this one out to Pelio. He will throw it to second and then on to first for a double play. And that just took away all the momentum that Virginia Tech had brewing here with a quick double play. And that's just got to be deflating.
Yeah, that fielding was smooth as butter from the Eagles defense.
I believe this might be the end of Mason Pelio's day, as indeed it is, as the Eagles are going to go to the bullpen here. So Mason Pelio goes 6 2/3, gave up 8 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, 2 home runs, and his final pitch count 100. 58 of them were strikes. As trotting in from the Eagles bullpen is going to be number 43, the left-handed pitcher, Joey Walsh, boasting a 6.65 ERA on the season, 3 saves to his name in 21 innings of work. Has given up 22 hits, 19 runs, 16 of them have been earned, and has tallied 27 strikeouts. So while Walsh warms up here on the mound, we will take a short break. Stay tuned for the rest of the bottom of the 7th here on 3304 Sports. Welcome back to Blacksburg, Virginia here at English Field, as the Boston College Eagles still lead the Virginia Tech Hokies 7-3. 2 outs here in the inning. No runners on, as number 31, the center fielder Jack Hurley, will step up for the Hokies. As here's the first pitch from Walsh, as he will bounce a fastball in the dirt for ball 1. Joey Walsh was named 2015 Massachusetts Gatorade Player of the Year back in high school. As here's the 1-0. He will bounce it once again for ball 2. His mother also played volleyball at Maine, so collegiate blood runs in the family. As here's the 2-0 to Hurley. Hurley squares the bunt, now retreats, and will take it for ball 3. So 3-0 count now to Hurley, 2 outs. Hokies looking to start a 2-out rally off of Walsh. Here's the pitch. And strike 1, as Hurley thought he had ball 4. So he was about ready to chuck his bat towards the Hokies dugout. But Linus Baker said, not so fast. As the 3-1 count to Hurley. Here's the pitch from Walsh. And there's the ball for the walk, as Hurley will trot down to first base. And now stepping up for the Hokies is going to be number 8, the second baseman, Tanner Schobel. Part of the 1-2 punch at the top of the Hokies lineup of freshmen in Hurley and Schobel. So runner on first for the Hokies. Here's the pitch. And Schobel will take it for strike 1 from Walsh. Schobel hitting .302 on the year, is 1 for 3 today. As Hurley will get his lead off of first. Walsh looks at him. Here's the pitch. And strike 2. As Schobel took it right down the middle. Hurley once again gets his lead off of first. 0-2 count now to Tanner Schobel. Walsh looks over at Hurley. Here's the pitch. And Schobel will line this one out to the second baseman, Cody Morissette. He will step on second base to retire the Hokies here in the bottom of the 7th. No runs given up by the Eagles. Our score still remains Boston College 7, Virginia Tech 3. Stay tuned here on 3304 Sports for the top of the 8th. Welcome back to English Field here in Blacksburg, Virginia, as the Boston College Eagles still lead 7-3 over the Virginia Tech Hokies. As we are just about ready to start the top of the 8th here. And stepping up for the Eagles, it's going to be the second baseman, number 7, Cody Morissette. He is 1 for 4 on the day, hitting .257. As pitching for the Hokies is Ryan Okuda. As here's the first pitch. Strike one. Taking on the inside part of the plate. Okuda has pitched 5 innings in relief, only given up 6 hits, 1 run, one earned run, and tallied 7 strikeouts. As the second pitch will be taken for ball 1. That's Okuda's 88th pitch of the day. 57 of them have been strikes. As here's the 1-1. As he will bounce it in the dirt for ball 2. And looks like there is some action in the Hokies bullpen, as I believe that's Peter Sakalaris and Noah Johnson warming up, as Okuda will spike a fastball for ball 3.
If you're Boston College, you couldn't have asked for a better 1-2 punch to start off the 8th inning with Cody Morissette and Luke Gold trying to put this one away.
Here's the 3-1. And Morissette will get a hold of this one, driven deep out to left field, but Jones will be there for the play for the first out of the inning.
Good solid hit from Morissette there, but Jones is up to the task.
Yeah, and I mean the wind's blowing pretty heavily here. Can't really tell the exact direction, but that could have easily have been a factor. It's blowing out towards center field, so that could have easily picked up the ball. As Gold will ground this one to Kevin Madden at third. He will field it, fire over to run field for the putout. So 2 quick outs here for the Hokies.
It was a tight play, but solid throw by Kevin Madden.
And that's a tough throw to make if you're a third baseman. You know, coming in on that ball, you have to throw across your body. And Madden just nailed him over there at first. So 2 outs here. Okuda looking to make this one a quick one once again, as stepping up is going to be the first baseman, Jack Cunningham, number 9, as he will take the first pitch for a ball on the outside part of the plate. Cunningham hitting .310 on the year, is 1 for 4 today as well. Here's the second pitch. Strike 1, right down the middle. As Okuda looking to get the Hokies to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. He got Cunningham swinging on that one. As Okuda's working quick now. Ready to fire once again. Here's the 1-2. And an emergency hack from Cunningham as he is able to foul it off to stay alive. So 1-2 count, 2 outs. Top of the 8th, no runners on for the Eagles. They still lead 7-3 over the Hokies as Okuda shakes off a couple times. Here's the 1-2. And he did go on the check swing, and that will retire the Eagles here in the top of the 8th as Jack Cunningham goes down half swinging. So to the bottom of the 8th we go. Our score still remains Boston College 7, Virginia Tech 3. Stay tuned here on 3304 Sports for the bottom of the 8th. Welcome back to English Field here in Blacksburg, Virginia, as we are just about ready to start the bottom of the 8th inning, as the Hokies look to climb back into this game as they are down to the Boston College Eagles 7-3. And stepping up for the Hokies is going to be number 19, the right fielder Gavin Cross, hitting .380 on the year. He is 1 for 3 today. As here's the first pitch from Walsh, and that will be taken on the outside part of the plate for ball 1. Cross is 4th right now in all of the ACC in batting average, as here's the 1-0. And he will take it for strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Cross looking to generate something for the Hokies here, as they need a big inning if they want to try and climb back into this one. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2 as Cross couldn't make contact on that one.
Last time Walsh was out was against Clemson. He pitched 1.2 innings, gave up 7 hits and 9 runs. So hopefully the Hokies can take advantage of that.
And Cross will take a spiked fastball for ball 2. 2-2 count now.
Walsh, meanwhile, is trying to rectify that and make it up to himself.
So here's the 2-2 to Cross. Big gaps all over the infield. Here's the pitch. And Cross will dribble this one out to the second baseman, Morissette. He will field it and throw it on to Cunningham to retire Cross for the first out. As now stepping in for the Hokies, the big time bat of number 7, the first baseman TJ Rumfield. Hitting .367 on the year, is 1 for 2 today. Looking to possibly jumpstart a big inning here. Meanwhile, Walsh looking to shut the Hokies down here in the bottom of the 8th. As here's the first pitch. And Rumfield will take it for a strike on the outside part of the plate.
Plain and coming.
I saw it too. As here's the 0-1 to Rumfield.
The fans notice as well.
Here's the pitch. Strike 2 taken on the outside part of the plate, and Rumfield does not look pleased with that call from the home plate umpire. So the 0-2 count now to Rumfield. Walsh looks in. Here's the pitch. Rumfield thought about going, but held back for ball 1. As he will step back into the left-handed batter's box. As he will readjust himself. The 1-2 count to Rumfield. Walsh looking to punch him out here. Here's the pitch. And that will be taken for ball 2 as the curveball got away from Walsh. And it got away and ended up in the other batter's box. As a nice athletic play there from Peter Burns to keep that ball in front of him.
Yeah, great take.
So the 2-2 count to Rumfield. 1 out here. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. And, Rumfield will foul this one off and just about took Cade Swisher's head off on the on-deck circle.
He had to fall backwards just to get out of the way.
Yeah, that's a all hands on deck. Everyone hit the deck. As Rumfield will step back in. Count is still 2-2, 1 out here. Walsh looking to put him away. Here's the pitch, and Rumfield will foul this one off. Not close to anyone this time. As Cade Swisher's life probably flashed right before his eyes. As that ball came screaming towards him. So here, once again, the 2-2 count to Rumfield. Here's the pitch. And Rumfield will line this one into center field for a base hit. Just what the Hokies needed there to jumpstart something here. Get a runner on base. And now you got actually a pinch hitter instead of Cade Swisher. It's going to be number 32, Lucas Donlin, coming in off the bench. And Cade Swisher's probably thinking, all right, so I almost get absolutely hit in the head by a foul ball, and now I don't get to hit? What's up with that? But Coach Sheff has decided to go to Donlin here, as Donlin's hitting .231 on the year. Does have the power to hit a homer. As Walsh will look in, now look over to Rumfield at first. Here's the pitch. And Donlin will take it for ball 1.
Anytime Donlin comes up to bat, everyone likes to bring up his great uncle Roger Donlin, who was the first Medal of Honor recipient in the Vietnam War and the first USA Green Beret to receive the honor.
As here's the pitch, and Donlin will swing line this one through the gap into right field, and the Hokies have something cooking here in the bottom of the 8th with only 1 out, as the single from Donlin puts things in motion here.
Walsh is looking to regroup here, make sure that the inning doesn't get away from him. They still lead by 4.
and it's only fitting for the Hokies as now they've gotten something going. You know, of course, who's stepping up to the plate? None other than Kevin Madden, who absolutely tattooed a ball over the left field fence in his last at-bat. And now here comes the pitching coach out of the Eagles dugout to discuss strategy with Walsh on the mound, as no one is warming up in the bullpen area for the Eagles. And Madden would love to continue his hot hitting here. Meanwhile, Walsh looking to shut him down. And here comes the home plate umpire, Linus Baker, out to break up the convention. Saying, guys, hurry up, come on. It's cold.
He's been very active today.
He's been all over the place. He's been to third base. He's been to the pitcher's mound. He's been to first. He's been to, back behind the dugout. He's been over to both dugouts. Just making his rounds.
Could be just trying to keep himself warm.
He's doing a great job, though. And here comes number 26, the third baseman, Kevin Madden. He's 2 for 3 on the day with a solo shot. Hitting .286 on the year. Looking to continue this inning for the Hokies. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. And he will take strike one down the middle. So Rumfield gets his lead off of second. Donlin gets his lead off of first. 1 out. Bottom of the 8th. Hokies still trail 7-3. As Madden will call time to step out. And now he will step back in. So the 0-1 count to Madden. Walsh is looking at Rumfield. Here's the pitch. And Madden will get a hold of this one. It's hit down the first base line for a foul ball. So 0-2 count to Madden now. Looking to try and claw back into this game here are the Hokies, as they have something cooking. With runners on first and second, here's the pitch. And Madden will foul this one off, coming right towards us over here at the box. So it will be well foul. It's like the 5th or 6th foul ball that's been hit our way today, Sean.
Yep. Got to make sure we're wearing helmets too.
I might think about bringing one next time. So the 0-2 count now to Madden. Walsh looking for the punch out. Here's the pitch, and he will spike one in the dirt for ball one. Rumfield took an extended lead, thought about going. But once again, he's already been thrown out once today. So probably a wise decision to stay at second, as Madden is battling with Walsh here. As Walsh will step off the mound here, and Madden will step out, take a practice swing, adjust his batting gloves. And he will step back in for the 1-2 count. And Walsh will step off once again and looked to try and throw over to one of the bases, but no one was covering first or second, so he wisely held it. Madden looking for a big hit here for the Hokies. Here's the 1-2 count. And Madden will line this one into center field. It will be popped up and caught out there by Sal Freelick for the second out. And that puts a damper on what looks to be a promising inning here for the Hokies, if they can find some base hits. And as for Boston College, that's exactly what you wanted right there. get the second out, eliminate somewhat of the threat. And now another pinch hitter will be brought in the form of Jonas Seegears, as he will pinch hit for Carson Jones. Seegears is a walk machine. He is able to draw walks like nothing, as he is hitting out of the right-hander's batter's box. Runner still on first and second for the Hokies. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. And Seegears will swing and a miss for strike 1. 88 miles per hour on that fastball from Walsh.
Seegears and I actually went to the same high school. He batted .348 in high school.
The 0-1 count now to Seegears. Here's the pitch. And Seegears will take it for strike 2. So 0-2 to Seegears here. Walsh looking to slam the door here on the Hokies, as there is action in the Boston College bullpen. So the 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And Seegears will dribble this one. It will be foul. So 2 on, 2 outs, 2 strikes. And two pitchers warming up for the Eagles in their bullpen, as Walsh will look in, looking for the put-away pitch here on Seegears to get the Eagles to the top of the 9th. Hokies looking to threaten. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss for strike 3. Walsh gets Seegears swinging to end the bottom of the 8th. So no runs given up by the Eagles here. Our score still remains Boston College 7, Virginia Tech 3. To the top of the 9th we go. Stay tuned here on 3304 Sports. Welcome back to English Field here in Blacksburg, Virginia, as we get set to start the top of the 9th here, as Boston College still leads Virginia Tech 7-3. And stepping in for the Eagles is going to be number 14, Vince Simini, excuse me. And he will take the first pitch for a ball, as Okuda remains in the game for the Hokies. Here's the 1-0. Strike 1 right down the middle, as there are 2 pitchers warming up in the Hokies bullpen. As here's the 1-1. And that will be taken for ball 2 outside. And this one will be lined out to Genther at short. He will field it, throw it to Rumfield. And Simini's going to be retired here to start the top of the 9th. Exactly what you wanted from Okuda here to start. I think Coach Fecta wants him to go the distance.
Yeah, the objective for the Hokies is just to go 3 up, 3 down, and try and have a 9th inning rally.
As here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1, as number 47, Cameron Leary, the left fielder for the Eagles, steps in and swings and misses badly on that first pitch. So here's the 0-1 to Leary. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 taken on the outside part of the plate, as Okuda once again still working hard. Is that his 102 pitches here since he was brought in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Ryan Okuda sits down Cameron Leary for the second out here in the top of the 9th.
Okuda doing exactly what he needs to do at this stage of the game. The pressure still remains on the Hokies, however. Great job from Joey Walsh in the bottom of the 8th to keep it scoreless.
And now stepping up is going to be the catcher, number 8, Peter Burns. Here's the first pitch from Okuda. He will foul this one off. for strike one. So Burns will step out, now step back in, readjust himself. Here's the 0-1, and that will be taken for ball one. So top of the ninth, no runners on, 2 outs, 1-1 count to Peter Burns. Okuda looking to get the Hokies to the bottom of the ninth here. Here's the pitch, and he will line this one through the gap between shortstop and third base, as that seems to be the favorite spot today for the Eagles.
Yeah, that sailed just over Kevin Madden's glove and into shallow left.
And that will be a base hit for Burns, as he is now 2 for 5 on the day. And now stepping up for the Eagles is going to be number 26, the right fielder, Dante Baldelli. He is 3 for 4 on the day. So runner on first for the Eagles. Here's the first pitch. And ball outside, as Okuda's command is starting to wane, as he is at 107 pitches. 69 of them have been strikes. As Burns will get his lead off of first. Here's the pitch. Ball 2, taken on the outside corner by Baldelli. So the 2-0 count here to Baldelli. Okuda looking to get the Hokies out, and Baldelli will foul this one down the third base line.
Baldelli has been the one to crack the code here and get 3 hits on 4 at-bats.
The enigma that is Ryan Okuda. I don't really know why I used that. So here's the 2-1 count now to Baldelli. And that one just gets away from Okuda as he lost his balance there on the mound. That was really awkward. It looked like he tripped.
Still managed to get the pitch off.
Yeah, I don't think that's where he wanted it to go, or the speed. So runner on first. 3-1 count now. Here's the pitch. And that will be taken for ball 4 on the inside part of the plate for a walk.
And that mistake is costly, as now you have 2 runners on base in the top of the ninth.
Yeah, and I would not be surprised if we see the pitching coach for the Hokies wander out and make a pitching change, as Okuda is now at 111 pitches here on the day. So runners on first and second for the Eagles, 2 outs. And here comes Dane Leonard out to talk with Okuda. As stepping up to the plate for the Eagles is going to be the top of their lineup. Number 6, Brian Dempsey, the shortstop. 1 for 2 on the day. He's hitting .301 on the year. And once again, Linus Baker is out and moving around.
Dempsey, including this game, has started 141 consecutive games. Grad student.
And Dempsey will step in. Okuda looking to get the Hokies to the bottom of the ninth without giving up any more runs. But the Eagles are threatening. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. And a lot of fans here thought that was a strike, but it is taken on the outside part of the plate for ball 1. Dempsey looking to come through big here for the Eagles. As here's the 1-0. And Dane Leonard will block that ball, as it was taken for ball 2. Our score still remains Boston College 7, Virginia Tech 3, and now here comes the pitching coach for the Hokies, Ryan Fecteau. walking briskly out to the mound. And that seems to be the end of Ryan Okuda's day, as Okuda goes 6 2/3, 7 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts, for a total of 113 pitches. 70 of them were strikes. You couldn't have asked for a better performance from Okuda there.
Absolutely, he ate up a lot of innings and managed to keep the scoring to a minimum after that early blitz from the Eagles.
I mean, if you think about it, you take out the walks given up by Alford, and this is really a 3-3 ball game. And the Hokies are going to go to the right-handed pitcher, number 39, Peter Sakalaris. Sakalaris on the season boasts a 8.10 ERA in 3 innings pitched. He's given up 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned runs, and tallies 2 strikeouts on the year. And one thing with Sakalaris is he has a very weird motion. It's almost like a sidearm flick. And that can mess with a hitter, but at the same time, it's very hard to locate pitches with that type of motion. So while Sakalaris warms up on the mound here for the Hokies, we'll take a short break here on 3304 Sports. Stay tuned for the rest of the top of the 9th. Welcome back to English Field here in Blacksburg, Virginia, as we are in the top of the 9th. 2 outs. Runners on first and second for the Eagles as new pitcher Peter Sakalaris toes the mound. Here's the first pitch. And strike 1. That will bring the count to 2-1 now on Brian Dempsey. As Boston College still leads 7-3 over the Hokies. Here's the 2-1. And Dempsey will get a hold of this one. This could fall. Hurley's in on it, and he will make the sliding catch. What a beautiful catch out there by Jack Hurley. As he proved me wrong. I thought that ball was going to fall, but Hurley said, once again, not so fast. As he makes the sliding catch to get the Hokies to the bottom of the 9th here. No runs given up in the top of the 9th. Our score is still Boston College 7, Virginia Tech 3. Stay tuned here on 3304 Sports for the top of the 9th after this short break. Or for the bottom of the 9th after this short break. Welcome back to English Field here in Blacksburg, Virginia, as actually some snow is beginning to flurry here in the late afternoon, early evening time. As we are just about to start the top of the 9th here, as the Hokies will have one more chance here to either tie or take the lead here, as they still trail the Boston College Eagles 7-3, as number 41, the catcher Dane Leonard, steps into the plate. Here's the first pitch from Walsh. Strike 1 on the inside corner.
It'll be a very tall task. These 2 pitchers, Paleo and Walsh, have kept the Hokie bats quiet, save from a few good hits.
As here's the 0-1 to Leonard. Swing and a miss for strike 2. That was very late on that swing. Almost like he couldn't decide whether or not he wanted to and then just went for it. The 0-2 count now to Dane Leonard. Walsh looking to punch him out here. Here's the pitch. And Leonard will get a hold of this one. It's driven all the way out to left field, and it's going to be down. It will bounce off the top of the wall, and it will go over the wall for a ground rule double for Dane Leonard. What a hit there.
Absolutely, that's just what you need to get it started. They're still 4 runs down, but they're still fighting the Hokie team.
And now stepping up to the plate for the Hokies is going to be number 4, the shortstop, Fritz Genther. As Genther 0 for 3 on the day. looking to right the ship here and come up big here for the Hokies. As Walsh will toe the mound, he will look in and get his sign. As he will take a look at Leonard over there at second. Here's the first pitch. And Genther will drive this ball way out to right field, but it will be caught out there by Dante Baldelli. However, Leonard will advance to third on the tag up. Genther got a hold of that one, but just not enough, as Baldelli was able to make the play and retire Genther. However, the top of the Hokies lineup is now up to the task of possibly tying or possibly winning this ball game here. As Walsh will look in and get his sign as number 31, the center fielder Jack Hurley, who just had that awesome sliding catch out there in center field, steps in. Here's the pitch. And ball taken on the outside part of the plate. So a runner on third here in the form of Dane Leonard after the ground rule double. 1 out, bottom of the ninth. And the 1-0 count to Hurley. Here's the pitch. Strike one taken on the outside corner.
Hurley had a moonshot to right center in the bottom of the third, so there's really nobody else you'd rather have at the plate right now under this circumstance than Hurley.
Here's the 1-1 count. And Hurley will foul this one off for the second strike. So Hurley hitting .288 on the year, 2 for 3 today, with the 1 RBI coming from the solo shot that he hit. The 1-2 count to Hurley. Walsh looking to punch him out here. Here's the pitch. And Hurley will take this one for a high ball 2. 89 miles per hour on that pitch. As Hurley will step back in. Walsh will look in, get his sign. Now comes set. Here's the 2-2. Hurley thought about it, almost went and held back at the last second. They appealed down to Kevin Fitz, the third base umpire, and he waves his hands in the safe motion that he did not go. So 3-2 count now to Jack Hurley. Hokies have a runner on third and are threatening here in the bottom of the ninth. Still down 4 runs to the Eagles. Here's the pitch. And Hurley will swing and a miss for strike 3 as Walsh will sit him down. And Hurley does not look happy as he walks back to the dugout. And that will be the second out of the inning. So now the Hokies down to their last out. And number 8, the second baseman Tanner Schobel steps in. As Walsh will take a look at Leonard over there at third. Here's the first pitch to Schobel. And Schobel will take it for ball 1, high and inside. And big hitter Gavin Cross looms on deck if Schobel can find a way to get on. So here's the 1-0 to Schobel. And Schobel checked his swing but did not go as Walsh spikes another fastball for ball 2. So 2 outs, runner on third, 2-0 count to Schobel. Hokies still down by 4. As here's the pitch. And Schobel will pop this one up into foul territory. 2 Eagles after it, but it will land way beyond the fence. And Dane Leonard grabbed the bat as he ran into home plate and stood it straight up on the plate for Schobel. Interesting little quirk there.
Just good sportsmanship, you know.
So 2-1 count to Schobel now. Schobel looking to come through big for the Hokies. Here's the pitch from Walsh. And he will take it for ball 3 on the outside corner.
These are tight pitches, great restraint from Schobel.
The 3-1 count to Schobel. Looking to keep the Hokies in this game and keep the Hokies' hopes alive. Here's the 3-1. And Schobel will check it, but they will say ball 4 anyways, as Schobel will trot down to first base. And this is big, as now the tying run steps into the batter's box in the form of number 19, Gavin Cross. And with one swing, we've seen it before, Gavin Cross can easily put one over the fence.
Bristol, Tennessee native trying to make something special happen here in the bottom of the 9th.
Looking to continue this inning or possibly tie it. Here's the first pitch to him. And he will take it on the outside corner for ball 1. And then even if Cross walks, you still have Rumfield on deck, who carries a power bat as well. So Walsh could be in some trouble here. Here's the pitch. And Cross will foul this one way out of play. And hits off the top of the Hokies dugout. Cross 1 for 4 on the day. Hitting .375 on the year. Looking to come up big here for the Hokies. Walsh will take a look at Leonard over there once again at third. Here's the 1-1 count. And strike 2 taken on the outside part of the plate. Cross doesn't like it. And now he will step back in. The 1-2 count to Gavin Cross, looking to keep the Hokies alive here in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the pitch. And Cross will take it on the outside part of the plate for ball 2.
His dad played baseball at ETSU and 3 years in the majors, so he's looking to channel his dad's best energy here.
So 2-2 count now to Cross. 2 outs. Runners on first and third here for the Hokies. Bottom of the 9th. Still down by 3. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Walsh shuts the door on the Hokies and gets Cross swinging, as Boston College will take game 1 of this 3-game series 7-3 over the Hokies. And Sean, just throughout this game, the Hokies bats just could never come alive. I mean, they would maybe have a solo shot hit here or there, or maybe a double hit here or there, but nothing. They just couldn't string along hits.
Absolutely, and you look over at the scoreboard, you see that both teams have 11 hits on the day, but the costly errors in the field from the Hokies, not to mention not taking advantage of their chances and leaving a lot of runners on base, really cost them today.
Yeah, and as for, Boston College, they get 2 great pitching performances from Mason Pelio and Joey Walsh.
Absolutely, yeah. Coming into today, both of them had ERAs above 6, but they put on an absolute clinic here and held the Hokies to just 3 runs.
Yeah, and, game 1 of the series, Boston College, after dropping the last 4 straight games that they've played, they finally get back into the win column here in Blacksburg after, what's been almost a week and a half. They haven't won a baseball game. The Hokies, once again, were coming into this game pretty hot, after sweeping Pitt, but that was extinguished today here by the Eagles. But as for tomorrow's game, what could the Hokies do to, get back into the series and tie the series at 1?
Well, a prevailing issue that has plagued them, especially on home field, is the communication errors in the field and letting fly balls drop, that can prove costly as it did today. I think it was responsible for at least 2 to 3 runs. So if they can limit that damage, then they can make this a much closer ball game. If you take away 3 runs, look at that, it's already 4-3. Then you have a lot more. You have a bigger chance to come back, and you have a lot more momentum going your way.
And as for Boston College, what can they do to possibly, take this series tomorrow versus the Hokies?
Just kind of watch film and rinse and repeat here. Use the same performance that they had today. They had great pitching, great fielding as well. And if they can keep this up, then they can cause problems for the Hokies and maybe take the series.
So that's going to do it for our coverage here in Blacksburg, Virginia. Once again, your final score, Boston College 7, Virginia Tech 3. Game 2 of this series will be tomorrow at 3 p.m. here at English Field. Myself and Shelton Moss will be on the call for 3304 Sports. Until tomorrow, everyone have a good night, and so long from Blacksburg.